Hey, what's up, D Biggie 86? What's going on this evening? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Come on in. Please click the like button on your way in. Give me a little love on the video. I'm once again live on YouTube, and I'm also live on IG. And for those of y'all on YouTube who don't know, my IG is Tanya Primetime TV. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook under Tanya's Primetime TV Media Reviews. What's up, Gotham City? How you doing? That's good. Everybody's doing well this evening. That's good. That's good. So, how we gonna talk about the episode Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Hey, Miss Gina, how you doing? I was peeking in your live earlier from work when you was talking about what's her name? Rita. Yeah, when you was talking about Rita. So I'm gonna have to finish those finish your videos because I didn't catch all of it because I was at work. But yeah, blessings to Rita and her family. I truly hope everything works out for her and everything kind of settles down, dies down so that she won't leave YouTube. So, yeah, I'm gonna check your videos out. But yeah, so I was like, matter of fact, I had seen I had seen her live a few days ago. Then I seen Sean Bradley's live. And then a whole bunch of other people's lives. I was like, what is going on? Why is they harassing this lady? I don't really know everything that's going on. I just been getting bits and pieces. So yeah, that's why I said I'm going to have to sit down and take a moment and watch everybody's lives back to back. But yeah, what do y'all think about the last episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? We is back in Atlanta. How many they got now? They got Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, New York, Hollywood, Miami. Is that it? Miss Gina, they need a Love and Hip Hop Chicago. That's what they need. They need a Love and Hip Hop Chicago. That's the only thing they're missing. You said you're lost? When's the last time you watched the episode, Miss Gina? Because I'm going to catch you up now. I'm going to catch you up. Yes, if they had a Love and Hip, man, that'd be off the chain. That'd be off the chain. But yeah, and then they could play it like back to back, like, Black Ink Chicago. Maybe it could be on the same night as Black Ink Chicago. That would be cool. You say Gotham City, too much drama. Man, where should we start? For one, I cannot believe Moniece is on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Like, and she broke up with AD. Did y'all see that? She done broke up with AD. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Now, this girl, she keeps flip-flop. I know she's bisexual. I know that. But why does it seem like she keeps like flip-flopping guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, girl? It's like a pattern. Every time she breaks up with a girl, then she dates a guy. Then she dates a girl, then she dates a guy. It's like a I don't know. Like, is it purposely? Like, okay, I done had enough of these these bitches. Let me go find me a dude. Then, I done had enough of these dudes. Let me go find me a female, find me a broad. But yeah, I don't think she really knows what she wants. And I don't know. I don't think she, and then to see that she's with Scrap, like, I don't know. Y'all think that relationship is really like true relationship? You know how they be playing us sometimes. You know how they be playing us on these shows. Especially when I was watching the Atlanta Housewives and how over the last few seasons, everybody kept giving Cynthia grief because it seemed like she kept being in all these fake relationships. Hey, Miss Hall, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Key Can't Eats. I don't think it's gonna last. I really don't think it's gonna last because, for one, when she first sat down with Toke and Sierra, and they was like, "What you doing here?" And she was telling them, I got a little business going on, a little business, a little music business, and everything. But and her music, that's a whole nother subject. Key can you about to get me started? um, for one, when she was talking to them, when they was out kicking it over drinks and whatnot, she was like, I don't really want to say who the dude is that I'm seeing here in the A, because she wants to see where it goes, or wait till it gets serious, something like that. And I'm like, okay, are them two not on the same page? Because when she came and showed up to his house, what was the first thing he said to her? He was like, how often am I going to get to see you? Because he can't go nowhere. He can only go to his mama house, and he can only go to his sister house, Cheyenne, who he just recently met. Cheyenne. So she's like, well, as often as the music producers, have me down here working on my music. And he was like, but that's not how a marriage works. And I'm like, hold up, did he say marriage? And she even was like, huh? Marriage? And he said, no, maybe I shouldn't use that word. First of all, they've been having a long distance relationship. Phone, Skype, because he was locked up for 3 years. So I'm like, are they on two different pages here? Did y'all catch that? I'm like, okay, she talking about, I don't know where this is going. I don't want to introduce him to nobody. I don't want to let nobody know. I'm talking to Scrap. And then he's up there. Well, that's not how a marriage works. You can't just come down here when you got business. I was like, okay. And a check, yeah, Key Can, that's what I believe too. And as far as her music career, remember last season on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? Was that last season when she basically passed out in the studio? Do y'all remember that? I swear, that was the scene of the whole season. Like when she was up there singing and stuff, and she kept messing up, and they kept telling her to redo it, and then she just kind of like slumped over and fell out in the studio, and everybody thought she was just joking. Because when she got up, she went to the hospital and everything, and kept saying she had been in and out of the hospital. But then, right after the hospital, remember all the ladies took a trip overseas on a girls' trip? And they was like, well, dang, she can't be that sick. She passing out at the studios and stuff. And then flying, thousands of miles away. But you that sick to pass out in the studio? I don't know. But I was like, okay. As far as her singing, I don't know. I need to hear her again. Because the last time we heard her singing, I think she needed to take a few vocal lessons. A few vocals. Yes, after Brooke went into the studio, man, that was funny. And then remember, Brooke took over her song. And then she got mad, but eventually they made up. Eventually they made up and everything because they're girls or whatnot. But yeah, she killed that. Brooke, I love Brooke. I love Brooke. She can sing her book. If anybody should be working on a single, an album, or anything, it should be Brooke. I'm like, where the hell she at? Why she not singing? I don't get it. Some of these artists that are truly, truly good, they kind of just fall off the map. And then we find them on a reality show. I don't know. Yeah, she had an anxiety attack. I don't know if it was an anxiety attack, if it was real, if it was fake. I don't know. But she's in the A now talking about she's going to be working on her music or her album. And I want to know who she working with. Any of y'all down there in Atlanta, y'all need to get on it. We need we need answers. We need answers. I want to know who working with this girl to put a CD together. That's what I need to know. So, asking for a friend. Hey, Christine Vino, how you doing? What's going on? You said Love After Lockup. Oh, shoot, Miss Hog, I just saw that. Oh, man. I need to watch that show. I haven't watched that show in the grip. Do y'all watch that show, Love After Lockup? The last time I watched it, I think it was when it first came out. I don't even know if it's still on. But when it first came out, and them ladies was like going crazy over them men as soon as they got out of jail and begging them to marry them, and it's somebody for everybody. It's somebody for everybody. But did y'all see how his baby mama, how Scrap's baby mama Tierra, how she reacted when she realized he didn't want her? Like, you said she the new Rich Dollars going for... What that song go? I got hoes in different area codes. Oh my God. But Tierra, okay, y'all know when dudes normally get out of jail, especially if they did a nice stint upstate. Usually the person they end up with when they get out of prison is usually the last person they were with while they was in prison, or the one who was holding them down, or the one they got kids by and stuff like that. Before she got there, before Moniece got on the scene, I was like, what? He don't want nothing to do with Tierra, like nothing. She was up there trying to throw it at him. She was trying to throw him the punani, and he was like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. But I don't blame him, because she crazy. Tierra is crazy. The last time they was together, it really wasn't good. They was arguing, fighting, and I mean, of course she was upset because he was going to prison, but overall their relationship was really rocky before he went in. But most females, when they would have do before he go to prison, they just assume when he get out, he ready to jump they bones. And she was trying to throw it at him. He was not trying to catch that. It is more and more tough to survive on YouTube. That is very, very true. Oh, I saw that, Cuisine. Did y'all see that? You know what? I swear I was going to talk about that with y'all. I was going to talk about that. I swear I was. But thank you, Cuisine, for reminding me, because I had almost forgot. And the thing is, I had seen that earlier when I was trying to set up my live, and normally I don't read all the little messages all around the YouTube screens, but I saw that, and I was like, what? You now need 1,000 subscribers to go live on your cell phone? They be playing. They be playing. You said you would think she only has one child, which is like Bo from Scrap, but she has an she has an entire who has an entire Olympic team would be Candy's cousin. What do y'all think about her cousin? What's her name? It's kind of like the dude from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Remember Akbar? Remember Akbar? The one with the sister wives? The one who Tierra got caught with on when she was on IG, and he had leaked some. Well, allegedly he had leaked them, and allegedly she had leaked them. I think she did, but I don't know. That's a whole nother story. We talked about that all last season, but yeah. Her name is kind of like Akbar. What is it? Agbar? Something like that. But I was cracking up when she was telling that story, when she was sitting around with Candy talking about remember when they were younger and she used to try to sing with Candy, and they was like, no, you can't sing. You cannot sing. Akbar, notice she had to mention that Candy. Exactly. And do you notice Candy had to get her a place? Like, okay, this the chick that was on IG arguing with Tommy. And everybody's like, why you up here arguing with, you be making fights, you be making beefs for no reason. I think she's clout chasing, y'all. I think she's clout chasing. Hey, the SS fam, how you doing? How you doing? But I think she's clout chasing, y'all. What do y'all think? For her to be, and then she said she had 5 kids. 5 kids. Now, ain't nothing wrong with having 5 kids. Ain't nothing wrong with having a football team or a basketball team of kids. As long as you taking care of them. As long as you take care of them. She's up there bragging about all these fights and bragging about beating up ladies and bragging about all these IG beefs and stuff. And from Candy to excuse me, from Candy to her other friends, they're like, girl, you need to get it together. You need to stay off IG. Stop picking all these fights with people for no reason. And maybe try to get your kids back. Like, she talking about how Candy let her borrow the money. I was like, how she gonna get... She ain't getting that money back. She ain't getting that money back. First of all, okay, hold on, wait a minute. See, I was kind of thrown off when she said she was on her 4th album. Who is this girl? Have y'all heard of her before? Have I been living under a rock? Because she said she's on her 4th album. I'm like, you on your 4th album and you still trying to scrap together some money for your own place. You don't have none of your kids. You always out here fighting in these streets and picking beefs with people. I think she's a clout chaser. Sums it up for me. And I don't think she gonna get that money back from Candy. Candy might as well have paid her whole lease. How you gonna pay for somebody's first and last month's rent and they ain't got no job? Who does that? Well, I mean, okay. She's on Love and Hip Hop. So I guess technically speaking, she has a job. But if you were signed with Love and Hip Hop already, you ain't got enough money to get an apartment. I don't know. Must be an underground rapper. I guess Miss Hall, because I'm like, I ain't never heard of her before. I ain't never seen her before. I mean, I don't know. I know Toki. I know Toki. I done heard her records. I done heard her sing. You know, I done heard her, collab with people. But I don't know. Did I miss anybody in the chat? Okay, making sure I got everybody. Everybody, make sure you please hit the like button on your way in. Thank you very kindly. But yeah, Candy was up there like, you know what? I think you're really talented. You can rap and everything, but you really need to basically start acting mature. Start acting more mature. How you got all them kids out there, kids staying with this person, that person, this person, whoever taking them in, and you out here still scrapping in the streets as a grown woman? I don't get it. And then you got people taking care of your bills, and you on your 4th album? Sounds to me like somebody needs to pick a different career. What y'all think? A different career, maybe. Let's see, maybe some telemarketing, maybe do some real estate, a banker. I don't know. But anyway, maybe I need to sit down and listen to some more of her music and, go decide from there. But what do y'all think about Bam's mom and Mama D? Why is they all staying in that house? Now, you said she was filming in the gas station or a corner store. You know that when them bootleg videos, they gonna be in back of their mama house, in the alley next door, behind the dumpster. Oh my God. But why the heck? I think I asked y'all last episode. Okay. First I thought, that Bam and her, well, okay, I thought Bam and Scrappy was living with his mom because Scrappy got injured. You know, in the car wreck. Y'all remember the car wreck. I'm sure most of y'all remember when it happened, just like I do. It happened months ago. You know, the car wreck. And so he had damaged his foot, or crushed his foot and his leg in the car wreck. Why are they standing there? You said I don't even know why they brought Mama D and Scrap. I don't know, because okay, maybe it's because of Mama D's career. Maybe. And then, Bam, she has having a baby. So Bam kind of has a storyline. Mama D kind of has a storyline with her music or her rapping, I guess. I don't know. I think she too old to be up there dropping it like it's hot on the stage personally, but I'm proud of her for being able to drop it like that at that age, okay? Because Mama D do got a nice looking body, even though most of it was paid for, but she got a nice looking body. But, so I thought at first, since Bam's pregnant, Scrap's injured, I'm thinking, okay, that's why they stand there at Mama D's house. But then her mama there too. And then to come to find out, Mama D was going off. She's like, y'all don't have a pot to piss in, but you up here talking behind my back. Then her mama was like, I'm not talking behind your back. You should know me. How many times you done heard somebody say that? You should know me. If I'm going to talk about you, I'm going to talk about you to your face. I ain't afraid to talk to you to your face. She was talking about Mama D behind her back to even her own son, to Scrappy. And was talking behind her back to Bam too. And then she up there, I ain't got no reason to talk behind your back. Like, you have no pot to piss in, but you up here downing this woman in her own crib. I don't know. And then I'm thinking, okay, are Scrap and them really staying there because they ain't got nowhere to go? Or is they really staying there because he got injured? Mama D gonna have it's like too many. For one, it's too many women in the same house. You cannot have, you said Dr. Curves. He be hooking everybody up though, don't he? Dr. Curves, shoot. If I ever want to get some nipped and tucked and rolled and stretched, and I'm going to call Dr. Curves. But yeah, she was up there like, you said backtrack to Mama D singing Amazing Grace. No. Why did Scrappy say, Mama, it's Amazing Grace? You said Amazing Gray. I don't get it. I don't know why they all stand up in that house, and the mamas don't even like each other. But when she packed up all her stuff and told her to meet her at that little seedy motel, I don't know what motel it was, but she invited her there to talk, and I'm thinking, why is she inviting her to talk? What happened to maybe a bar, maybe a restaurant, maybe the park? She invited her to this hotel to talk. And they sitting, Mama D, she's all in her little cute little swimming suit, shades on, looking all cute by the pool. And I'm like, why is y'all there? And even Bam's mom, Cece, she's like, why are we here at this hotel? Kind of find out she done packed all her stuff up and rented her a hotel room. She said, here's your keys. I'm sick of you talking about me and you ain't got a pot to piss in. So since you don't appreciate me, here's your keys to your hotel room. Now, how long y'all think that's going to last? Because when Bams find out, was it a Motel 6? I thought she said Motel 6. I just knew it was a motel. I'm like, why the heck is they at a motel to talk? You could have rented out the doggone social room or the events room or something. But anywho, so yeah, so they not getting along. I don't know how this is gonna work with Bams, because Bams don't play when it comes with her mom, just like Scrappy doesn't play. I gotta make sure I say Scrappy when I'm talking about Mama D's son, since we got Scrap, KK's son, on the same show. But anyway, anywho, yeah, it was at Motel 6. So we gonna see how long that lasts. Probably next week. She probably gonna pack up all her stuff and be right back at Mama D's house. Mooching. I'm like, how you got 3 grown women all in one house? Mama D taking care of all of them. And you up there complaining because... Now, it's okay if we complain. Okay, it's okay if we complain about Mama D twerking on the stage. But... why does she care so much that Mama D was twerking on the stage? She talking about, I'm kind of concerned because that's my grandbaby's other grandma, and she don't need to be twerking on no stage. Like, is that going to prevent her from taking care of a little baby? Shoot, if anything, that probably help her, help y'all take care of the baby since y'all don't have a pot to piss in. Hello? I mean, seriously, you up there talking. You need to be a little bit more appreciative, Miss CC. A little bit more appreciative. But yeah, as far as what's her name? Whatever Candy's Candy's cousin name is Ogbar, something like that. But, when she had her son at the house, what the heck? I'm not going to talk about no children's names. I'm not going to talk about no children's name. God bless the child. Tanya loved the kids. Tanya's going to leave that child's name alone because that child ain't asked for that name. That child did not ask for that name. Okay. Now, where were we? But anyway... when she, you said Bam told her mom to mind her own business. Yeah, Bam told her mom, but she wasn't. She wasn't. She still kept on talking mess about her behind her back. And I can't believe Scrap was up there listening to it. Like, you in my mama house. You in my mama house. I can be in my mama house because that's my mama. She's the queen. And you know how Mama D, how she treats Scrappy. She treats that boy like he's still a child. So, I'm sure Scrappy can come home whenever he want to, whether he got his own place or not. But you up here in my mama house, talking stuff about my mama to me. I don't know. I think Scrap should have said more, but... oh well. He probably didn't want to get beat up. Plus his leg is crushed, so he can't get around too well if he had to escape. But as far as Candy's cousin's son, when she was up there, okay. Now I understand so far that she's kind of had a rough life, grew up in a rough neighborhood. She was telling her son about somebody he knew, and I can't remember the name of the person that she was asking her son did he remember, but anyway, she said, let's just say his name was Ricky, I don't know, and she was like, do you remember Ricky? And the little boy was like, yeah, I remember Ricky. And then she said, well, do you remember no, she said, well, Big Ricky. So it seemed like it was probably the boy's friend's father who his mom was telling him got killed. And so basically she started talking to him about, things that she'd been going through and how she was trying to keep him from certain things and keep him from the streets. And she don't want them to grow up in the streets. And, she wants them to have a better life, basically, than what she did. So Candy got her a place, put down the first month deposit, last month deposit, got her a nice crib too. I was like, look at this house. And back to what Kikan was saying, how she gonna pay for this place if she couldn't afford a deposit and the first and last month's rent? That house, apartment, whatever it was, that thing looked really nice. Like, really nice. Like, Candy put down some coins for that place. But yeah, Big Boo. Yeah, okay, that's his name, Big Boo. She was like, you remember Boo? Well, Big Boo got murdered. But you know what? I kind of got a little bit emotional over that scene because of the fact she was trying to explain to her son what she didn't want them to go through. And what did her son say? I hear that a lot. I I don't know how many times I done talked to my children while I got boys. So I don't know how many times I done talked to them while they was growing up. Like, telling them, like, sometimes, the family, we sit around, we talking about stories about what we did, what we used to do, where we lived, how you just go back down memory lane sometimes, and the kids be like, what? Y'all did what happened? Who went to prison? Who got, and it's like, the kids be like, well, what's so bad about the hood? You turned out okay. I mean, her son, that's what he said. He's like, well, you turned out okay. But that's one thing kids say all the time. Like, when you try to not scare them, but try to tell them, the streets ain't this, the streets ain't that. Stay out the streets. Stay in school. Go to college. Da-da-da-da-da-da. If everybody go left, you go right. You know how we do with our kids. And he was like, but you okay? You turned out all right. And she was like, did I? That was so sweet because she don't even have her kids. She got 5 of them. And she don't even have her kids. So that just shows how much he still, respects her and loves her. And hopefully he'll listen to her and, have a better life than what she had. But yeah, I got a little emotional on that part because I'm like, dang. You always try to tell your kids what to do, what not to do, and then sometimes they just don't see all that. They just be like, you alright. You alright. You still alive. But yeah. But anyway, his name was, her son's name was Daribian. Is that how it was? Kekan? Is that how it was pronounced? Daribian? Something. Maybe that means something. Maybe it means something in another language. Yeah, she's another Sky from Black Ink. You know what? I didn't even think about that. But you know what? She is. Because Sky, she does the same thing with her kids. Try to keep them on the right path. Give them advice and all this. And I'm not going to say too much about that girl. Because it do seem like she's trying to act like she got her head on her shoulders now. And that she's going to do better. And, she done learned a few things over time. And she's going to try to get her life together. So I really do hope she gets her kids back at least. Even if she don't make it as a rapper. I mean, the most important thing here is the kids, right? But she's out here, making album after album. I still don't know who she is, though. I still really don't know who she is. But she's out here making album after album and on reality shows and beefing on IG and fighting females and all this kind of stuff. But I hope, like she told Candy, she's going to get her life together. So, and get her kids back. So, that's the bottom. I just hope she get her kids back. But yeah, but that place was nice. I was like, dang, Candy. But anywho, you know what she should have done? But no, she couldn't have done that. I was about to say, Candy could have put her in the little house behind the big house. But I forgot. Candy's little house behind her big house is her studio. So, I don't think she wants her cousin in her studio, even though she's a rapper. She'd probably try to take over her studio time for free. Like, okay, you pay the first and last month's rent of my rent. What, can I get the homie hookup? The family hookup on some studio time? I don't know. But you would think that maybe if Candy really believed in her, like, maybe Candy would try to help her out a little bit, as far as, like, putting her music out there, putting her I don't know. Maybe she will. Maybe Candy will eventually help her. But Candy basically told her, you know what? You have to prove to me that you're really trying to do something with yourself if you want me to back you. So, maybe she will eventually help her out in that area. But yeah, her name is Ogbar. Ogbar. And I'm going to have to look her up and listen to some of her records because I don't know this girl. I'm like, who this woman, Harpo? Who that woman? You said, right, Rashida and Kurt having me. Right, like, I don't know, but they said she's new to LA, new to ATL. I forgot where she said she was from. I know she said what hood she was from. Yeah, Candy and Rashida. Yeah, they real good friends. I love me some Rashida. Um, did she sing that song? Bubblegum. Was that the last hit? Oh Lord, the ATL. They used to be popping. They used to be popping. I visited the ATL a few years ago, and we had a nice time. Matter of fact, was that last year? Yeah, that was last year. We had a nice time down in the A. I really wish that that trap music place that T.I. had, I wish that was open when we went down there. They didn't open it up till like a few months later because we went down there in July and it wasn't open. So I really wish we would have had a chance to see that because I would have loved to see that museum. But anywho, maybe next time. Maybe next time. But who else we gonna talk about now? Did we talk about Sierra? Okay. How do y'all feel about Sierra and Toke? How they fell out? Oh, hold on. I missed the comment. You said she's a liability. Candy don't want her on her. Oh, that could be it. That could be it. You know how it is with your family members. The ones that you see just keep on messing up after everybody done try to help them out and they burning bridges back to back. So yeah, I get that too. But Sierra and Sierra and Toke and who was it? Sierra, Toke, and oh my god, I can't remember her name. Oh, Shekinah Joe. They was sitting around and they was discussing weight and everything and health, eating healthier and being more healthier. And Sierra was telling them how she had lost 60 pounds like 3 years ago. And they was like, how you lost 60 pounds and whoop, 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 whoop. And she said, you got to eat your vegetables. And they was like, that's all? We just got to eat some vegetables? Now, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Okay, like Shekinah. Do y'all remember when Shekinah Joe was on that show with her friend Tiny? And Shekinah had got some work done? And she had lost some weight. I think she had did she have a tummy tuck? I think she had a tummy tuck and they did some work on her boobs. I think they did some work on her butt too. Like all at the same time. The girl was wrapped up like a daggone mummy. By the time the doctor was done with her. And I was like almost immediately after her procedure, she started looking like she never had anything done. I'm like, but I remember also when Tiny had told her, Tiny kept telling her, you just need to exercise. You just need to exercise. You know you like to eat. You like to eat all the wrong things. You just need to exercise. You're going to get in there. He going to cut on you and suck your fat out. And it's going to come right back. And it did. Like, immediately. So anyway, she kind of Joe's up there like, that's all we got to do is eat some vegetables? Okay. They went to that gym. And that man... Oh, you said you remember? I remember that because she was wrapped up like a mummy. She was all bruised and sore. She had work done like everywhere. And I was like, look at her. She had her waist was like this. I was like, oh my God, she got a cute little shape now. Yeah, she's 4'11". She's really short. And like she was saying, I shouldn't be weighing 191 pounds at 4'11". I think Shekinah... I don't know. I think Shekinah is really, really cute. I think she's really, really cute. And yes, a lot of people, including me, can stand to lose some weight. But I know she's not comfortable with, and I guess she's probably not wanting to do what she did before. But some ladies do that, especially in the industry. They will keep going back to the doctor, suck some more fat out, and then they be the first one to tell you, oh, you just gotta eat your vegetables. Like, how many people y'all know that had a weight loss surgery? Whether it's a tummy tuck, whether it's the lap band, whether it's the what's the other one called? I don't know all them names, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And then they'll try to tell somebody, they'll say, how'd you lose all the weight? Oh, just eating right and exercising. Knowing they done got 200 pounds sucked out of them, or they done had 99.999% of their stomach cut off. And they up there, oh, just exercise and just eat your vegetables. Hey, I done seen it happen. Gastric bypass, thank you. I done seen it happen. I done seen people on social media, people that I know, that ate good like the next person and didn't want to work out, didn't want to do all that. They just go to the hospital, get it snipped and tucked and clipped and burnt and, sucked out and all that kind of stuff. And then they be on social media and people like, oh, you look so, what did you do? What? Oh, I'm just working out and eating my vegetables. I'm like, girl. But, a lot of people is embarrassed, too, to say that they took certain routes, because of the stigma. Because some people will put a stigma on you like, oh, you too good to work out, you too lazy to work out, you took the easy way out. And me personally, I'm like, however you want to lose your weight, that's up to you, as long as you make sure you understand what could possibly happen, because I know 2 people who have died as well, and I know one person who had the bypass and lost like 200 something pounds, and then like 3 years later she gained back like 200 something pounds, and then she eventually passed away like a couple years after that. So it's really dangerous. It's really dangerous. I know people who were sick, people who lost a lung, I know a lot of people who had them surgeries done. So, it's up to you. It's your choice and everything. But you have to understand, those are some really serious surgeries. When they take your stomach and basically cut something out or flip it upside down and put the small end where the big end go and all that kind of stuff, that's really serious. But anywho, I think Toke kind of got more pissed off because of the fact that she's in the industry, so she knows how a lot of them go about losing weight. And again, they'll be the first one to tell you, oh, I was just working out and eating my vegetables. And she's already putting up with enough, weight bashing, if that's what you want to call it, with social media. And she's like, people always on her social media, her IG, talking about how big she is, how fat she is, And me personally, I like Toke ever since the beginning. Yeah, she can get like out of pocket sometimes, but they all can. But what I really liked most about her was how confident she is, even though, she's, overweight. But she's so confident. Like, you can't tell her she don't look good. You can't tell her outfit ain't cute. You can't tell her she ain't fly. She has a lot of confidence. Like, remember when she was dating that dude and she's like, I'm not having sex till I'm married? And I think she probably still is practicing that. But she's like, I'm not having sex till I'm married. That dude went out and started messing around with somebody else. And she like, okay, if he want to be with her, bye. She could have been like, oh, let me throw it to him. Let me give it to him so he'll stay with me, because she's skinnier and da-da-da-da-da. Please. She has a lot of confidence in herself. And she was like, okay, dude, he eventually came back. I don't know where he at now, but you know what I'm saying. She's very confident and secure with herself. She did mention how so far, the doctor hasn't given her anything like, oh, you got diabetes, you need to take insulin, you got high blood pressure, none of those issues right now. But she says she wants to start living a little healthier so that won't happen, so she won't have to end up getting sick. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing on her part. But I think Sierra was just pushing her too hard. Like, the girl that ran out the gym because she was so upset. She was like, okay, y'all, you can't expect me, who's a couple of 100 pounds overweight, to do what you're doing, and you're like 100-something pounds. And so she was like, baby steps, baby steps. But Sierra kept pressing her and pressuring her. I'm like, okay, we got major pain right here. Talking about pick up these huge balls and step through all these tires and all this kind of stuff. And then we got Sierra over here, pushing her and everything. The girl, they want the girl to pass out. That's they want the girl. You saw Shekinah. She was about to pass out over there. I can't. But like, y'all don't want to have the girl. But anyway, Tokyo bounced up out of there. And then when Sierra came to her crib, because, she didn't like how, how it ended, how the day went that day. So she kind of came over there. And I'm thinking she's going to come over and apologize. And they make up and whoop, whoop, whoop. She started going in again on what Toke was eating. And what she was eating was chicken and broccoli pasta. And she wasn't actually eating it yet. She was cooking it. And you said, yeah, she just finished cooking. And Sierra, girl, Kikan, I'm telling you the truth. If my friend would have came over to my house and dumped my whole skillet of food out that I just slaved over, and I mean, okay, so it's pasta. It had chicken and broccoli in it, you know what I'm saying? But she threw the whole skillet away in the trash. Toke looked like she wanted to throw her in the trash along with the chicken. I was like, no, you didn't. You can't eat that. It's going to turn to sugar. That ain't nothing but sugar. I mean, she was like flipping out. She lucky. I think if them security guards was not there, I think she would have tried to pick her up and throw her in the trash right along with that pasta. For real. I'm like, she threw her whole baby steps. Sierra, baby steps. We know you lost 60 pounds. She keep bringing it up over and over again. We know you lost 60 pounds. Girl, she said, get out. She told her to get the hell out of her house. And they just really like, okay, last season, they was like, oh my God. They was like bumping heads last season all the time. And then they finally like became friends. I don't know where it's going to go from here. I don't know what kind of friendship they're going to have from here. But Cece, weight is a very sensitive issue when you're dealing with overweight people, especially women like me. I don't get that sensitive, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general. A lot of women get really sensitive, even if they're not overweight, even if they're not obese. Some women out here could be 25 pounds overweight and they damn near crying, running to the doctor for a nip and tuck. Like, the celebrities and the media, what it has done for women's self-esteem who do not look like a model, you know what I mean? And so I think Sierra, her approach was all wrong. Her approach is all wrong. Baby steps. When you really trying to support somebody who's trying to lose weight, you can't go up in there just throw all their food away and screaming down their throat about sugar and stuff. You gotta take baby steps. Baby steps. But anyway, she told her to get to slap. Like Martin, get to stepping. So I don't know. Hopefully they'll get on track next episode. But what I did see next episode on the previews was Scrap, Tiara, and Moniece. And I cannot wait till next episode. Because remember, Tiara, when she had came over to see Scrap and brought his son over to, visit with him, she was like, you know what, sis, you can't leave the house. You can't leave Cheyenne's house, who she was a little skeptical about, by the way. She was like, you sure this your sister? Why ain't I never met your sister? Where she come from? So she was like, I hope that's his sister, So she already looking a little skeptical. But she was like, okay, since you can't turn up, you can't go out, you can't hit the clubs, we need to have a welcome home party. Uh, I didn't think she was really serious. I don't think he thought she was really serious either. So on the previews, it was showing how she threw him this big old party, and Moniece pulls up. And I think somebody gonna be scrapping next episode. I think we gonna run into our first real scrap. And Moniece, y'all know that girl, she's so little. Moniece weighed like a buck, maybe less than a buck. I was about to say $105. Did you see how he was carrying her up the stairs? Like her legs looked like they was like this little. I'm like, oh my God, please don't break that child in half. Please don't break her pelvis bones. Please don't rearrange her. That girl is so little compared to him. I was like, oh Lord. But that girl, she be scrapping. When she get into some fights, she be scrapping. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens next episode. But anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. How long we been on here? You said child size. Now, she probably will never, ever, ever have a weight issue. Some people are just born small or small frame, petite, and it's usually hereditary, through their family, and they can eat. Oh my God, who is that? I have a god sister, and I swear to God, this girl, she had 4 kids, and she didn't start gaining weight until her 4th kid. And up until then, she weighed probably 130 at the most, between like all them kids and, from the time we grew up till we older. She's in her 40s now. And I was like, dang, and she could eat. It be the ones that can eat. See, the thick girls, we be up there trying to be all cute. Okay, we gotta watch what we eat all the time. I'll take a little of that. Please, it be the small ones that be eating like 20,000 calories and don't gain 1 pound. And that's Moniece. But when he was carrying her, I was like, oh my God, she's so small. I didn't realize how small she was before then. But when he picked her up and her legs and his arms, it looked like he was... It looked like she weighed nothing. Like nothing. But anyway, anywho. So we gonna see what's gonna happen next week, because if y'all saw the previews, Tiara was swinging on Scrap. She was all on the floor trying to claw him up. So I don't know. We gonna see. You said the girl salmon. Yes, me too. It's almost midnight. Thank God it's Friday though. It's almost Friday. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I'm so glad it's Friday. I do have to work at the nursing home this weekend, but it's my short weekend, because I rotate weekends, different hours, so I only got to work a few hours this weekend, so I'm cool with that. So I still get to enjoy most of my weekend. But anyway, tomorrow night I'll come to you guys. Most likely it'll be a review of the Atlanta Housewives, because I haven't done that yet this week. So anyway, make sure y'all got my bell clicked so y'all can catch my lives and catch the notifications. And as usual, Primetime Squad, in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. Good night.